Scoundrels, what is going on? Happy Booze Day Tuesday. I just thought of that with my big fat brain. Patch check, coin check, ring check, shirt check. All those checks are out of the way. And today we are going to be reviewing apparently a fan favorite. And apparently I'm the only bourbon drinker that has never drank this in my entire life. So today we will be reviewing Four Roses Bourbon. Now, the Four Roses Bourbon, there's tons of information online about this, and it's awfully hard to look stuff up without reading other people's reviews. Stop posting reviews. That's my thing. Yeah. But when I posted this on the Scoundrel site, a lot of people were like, man, you're going to love this. I can't believe you've never had it. I did get a heck of a deal on it. I paid $14.85 for it. I don't know if the cashier messed up or whatever, but the going rate is usually about $21 to $24 on this. Okay, the label's real cool. I dig the label. There is a huge paragraph on the back I'm not going to read to save time. And bonus points because there is a cork on the bottle. Now, I've already poured some, but I have not tasted it. I swear. There it is. And let's give her a good review. This was distilled and aged by Four Roses Distillery Company in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. You can visit them at www.fourrosesbourbon.com. Okay, so now somebody correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of people are calling this the yellow label. And I understand why they call it a yellow label. Maybe. It does have a yellowish tinge to it. Okay? You can kind of see it there. It's very, very light in color. Yeah, it's almost like a really bright copper. And that's all I got. There's not much legs on it. Not crazy amount of legs. But it's a $21 bottle of bourbon, okay? Also, the mash bill on this was very hard to kind of research and look up. And the best I could come down, don't quote me on this. This is an educated guess, I would say. It is 75% corn, 20% rye, and 5% malted barley. We're just going to go with that because honestly, like I tried to look it up for a couple days and I just couldn't find it. All right. So we're going to set this here. Let's give her a little whiffy whiff with my nose and let's see what we get out of this. Okay. It's extremely light in scent. You get, the first thing I get hit with is just like a traditional, I know this is going to sound really dumb. It's a traditional bourbon smell, but a light bourbon smell. There's also a little bit of honey in there. Second, if you breathe it in through your nose, out through your mouth, you get that honey. You get light corn and a light fruit, almost. Yeah, there's a fruitiness to it, but I can't put my finger on it. Almost like a cross between, almost like a light pear. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Some sort of orchard fruit. Light pearish. If an apple and a pear had a love child. Maybe a green apple. Okay. So that's what I get. I don't get a lot of traditional bourbon smells out of it. Like you get that original hit, like it just smells like bourbon. You know, and I know that sounds dumb. I don't get oak at all in the smell. I get a little bit of corn, light fruit, but like I'm missing the caramels. I'm missing that that darkness. I wasn't really expecting that because it's real light, so that's okay. You know, different strokes for different folks. Let's give her a taste. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. You do get caramel on the palate. You get lots of caramel. Light, vibrant caramel. A little bit of vanilla through the middle of the tongue. You do get hit with a tad bit of corn. And what I was smelling, you do get that taste almost where it finishes, right before the finish. You get like a fresh, there's like this fresh, yellowish, reddish apple. And I don't want to be like too dumb and specific. Have you ever had an ambrosia apple? It tastes like an ambrosia apple. So, that's the type of apple. I'm an apple expert. This bourbon's confusing me a little bit. Very honeyish. Now the finish, you do finish on a caramel and corn forward finish. And then there's a hint of you do get a hint of oak. Very, very light. My final thoughts on this guy. It would be a great $14 bourbon. $21 to $24? Yeah. It's not for me. I mean, at least for the price. I mean, $24 is not a lot of money. Like, let's face it, it's not a lot of money. But for $24, you can buy Buffalo Trace. You can buy Weller Special Reserve. You can buy Weller Antique. There's a lot of great bourbons in that $20 to $25 to $30 mark. This is a great $14 bourbon. I'm really glad I only paid $14 for it. Is it drinkable? Hell yes. Is it a good bourbon? Yes. Is it a good bourbon for the price? Meh. If you like a lighter bourbon, okay. I like the darker, the more vanillas, the caramels in my bourbon. It would make a great summer drink. You could sip on this all summer. It's light enough where it's not going to warm. It finishes nice. The finish is so quick. You don't really get a mouthfeel on it. Yeah. I'm not over the moon about it. I can tell you that. It's light. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to... I don't want to talk bad about it because it is a good bourbon. This bourbon's not for me, and this will more than likely be the last bottle of Four Roses regular I will ever buy. Because when you have bourbons out there like Evan Williams White Label for $17, and you have Four Roses for $24, now granted I didn't pay that, but that's the going rate, so we're going to go for the overall price. Just go buy Evan Williams White Label. That's it. Or Buffalo Trace, or Weller, or heck, you could even buy Jim Beam Double Oak, which I reviewed last week, and that's the best Jim Beam I have ever had, hands down. Period. And that's it. So, you guys, I hope you guys enjoy this review. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of hate comments, but, you know, that's what it is. Enjoy something tasty, and enjoy the rest of your week. Cheers. Tink.